Good evening. Welcome to Sports, and you guessed it, stuff, where we talk to people about sports and stuff. I'm your host, David Parabola, and I am joined today by two professional rock climbers on two different sides of the sport. On my right, I have Bruce Baker, who is a 24-year-old professional outdoor boulderer, and on my left, I have 27-year-old Lindsay Hemmons, who is a professional indoor competitive rock climber. All right, Lindsay, let's start with you. If you wouldn't mind, could you give us some background on your climbing career?
Of course. Well, thank you for having me here, David.
Mr. Parabola, but David works too.
Okay. Well, Mr. Parabola, I started climbing when I was about 4 years old, and ever since I've just been climbing. I joined the youth rock climbing team when I was 6, competed until I was 18. After that, I was able to get some sponsorships that allowed me to compete all around the world, and I was even able to get first in a couple of those.
Wow, it sounds like you've had a very successful and eventful climbing career so far. All right, Bruce, why don't we talk about your climbing career?
For sure, Mr. Parabola. Well, I started climbing about 5 years ago, and I guess I was just a natural at it. A couple of years I was doing like V10s, V11s. I post on my Instagram more, get more followers, get content out, and then just all of a sudden I was just doing V16s. Now I got sponsors from like 14 different companies. Hopefully, maybe working on the first V17.
Wow, that's very impressive. I'm not sure I heard you correctly, but you said you've only been climbing for 5 years?
Indeed.
Well, you've become very well known in that short period of time.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Okay, so let's start getting into a little bit on how you guys train to get better at rock climbing.
So I'll go first. Well, I train about 6 days a week, 7 hours each day. I climb for half of that time and work out the other half. Sometimes I'll just climb the full time though. My primary workout is usually weighted pull-ups. It's also my favorite workout. And I usually do a little bit of cardio in there just for rope season. I mean, I don't really do any training unless you count smoking weed.
Wait, so you're saying you do no training at all?
Well, I maybe do a couple pull-ups every now and then, maybe hangboard a little, but no, not really. Wait, but you're a V16 climber. How do you not train? You must be doing a lot of climbing if you're not doing any sort of strength training. Well, I do live out of my van, so I can just climb when I wake up. Although, usually I only climb about 2 or 3 times a week, and it's usually while I'm high.
Oh, all right. It's very interesting to hear that you're so naturally gifted, but we really can't be supporting drug use on this channel. So I'd really like you to refrain from talking about weed.
Yeah, especially since it's bad for you. But it's natural. It comes from the earth. And let me tell you, I probably wouldn't even be able to climb V14 without it. What? That's still harder than I've climbed it. I train constantly. And maybe that's your problem. Maybe you need to slow down. Try some of that weed. I got some here if you want it.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's illegal. You can't show that on live TV. Okay, actually, we're going to have to cut it short here. I think that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing about your climbing careers. But that's it. It's been sports, and more stuff. Thank you for watching. Good evening. Why did I mess that up? I didn't. Okay.